get them, and what we're doing is basically building up the soil, and we're going to use it for the compost pile as like the carbon layer.
We got a lot of this hard clay here that's good, but it holds nutrients, but it kind of balls up into that tough clay, and things don't really like to grow through it. So we put in brew waste, manure, leaf mulch, organic compost, loosen things up, and
giving roots a place to move and water a place to flow through so that it's not holding the moisture.
Like a clay pot.
Before, when we first started using it, it was awful. It smelled like diarrhea and vomit combined. It's really bad. But you get used to it, and it kind of smells more like, I don't know, good, maybe some like good apple granola or something like that. I don't know. I think that organic matter is the best thing for a plant that a plant wants now, just naturally, as opposed to a chemical that's being synthesized in a lab somewhere, you know, thousands of miles away. You know, all the stuff that these plants are feeding on comes from within a, I don't know, probably a 10 to 15 mile radius of this property. So it's all local, and I don't know, there's something to be said for that. So, one farm, yeah, we're a small operation, only 2.5, somewhere between 2.5 and 3 acres. A big phrase that we like to use around here is think globally and act locally. And that means you're not necessarily trying to conquer the world in one step. The size doesn't necessarily mean anything in terms of our effectiveness and our ability to feed people in this area. And we're able to contribute in a big way to this community. It's only a community of 10,000 people in Oberlin, the town of Oberlin. And I think a very high percentage of that population knows who we are and has eaten food from this property. So I'd say that's success.
Then we're going to package them and sell them back to the co-ops. So basically there's a general fund, an OSCA general fund that fronted us with like a certain amount of money, and we've produced all of this produce, promising them that we'll sell it back to the smaller co-ops that make up OSCA at a cheaper than market value. So that's what we're doing now. Yeah, it's fall, coming to be fall, and that's when everything is ready. OSCA is the Oberlin Student Cooperative Association. It is a basically housing and food that is owned collectively.
I'm a sophomore. I'm a freshman. And this is a really good outlet for energy and
yeah, it's good. We just started weeding the basil, and we just came from helping out with the chickens, collecting eggs, and
yeah, that was really cool.
They are free-range chickens who have a hen house that they can go into at night, but in general have run of the entire farm to run and scratch and dig and do whatever it is that chickens like to do, and not actually be constrained inside a pen.
And the idea is, the more food we can grow out here for Oskans to eat, the less food has to come from huge agribusinesses, travel thousands of miles to get to Oska. So, I mean, does Oska want to be eating food that's come from agribusiness from thousands of miles away, or does Oska want to be eating food that we grew here? I think Oska wants to be eating what we're doing here, like food that we've nourished ourselves, soil that's being helped, that's being enriched, rather than soil that's being torn apart and completely like run off and like put chemicals into it. So yeah, these are weeds that we're gonna eat.
Hold on. So why do you call it a weed if you're gonna eat it?
Well, because it's usually what's stripped out.
How do you eat it?
Oh, well, you can steam it, like any green really. You can eat it raw, or you can put it in soup. It's just, it has a lot more vitamins because it hasn't been bred for hundreds of years. So. Here we are in the okra patch. Yeah. Plants here with the beautiful flowers. You can go searching around in them and look. Oh. Here's a nice tender okra. And you know what? I like these so much. I'll just eat them raw. But you can eat them fried. You can eat them in stew. And here, I'll chew while we talk. Okra. You know, I think everyone should probably plant some okra because it's very gratifying to have a plant that's so prolific. Yeah.
I think the point is, first of all, to try to, improve our relationship with our surroundings.
Yeah, it's
And
really
understand
cool
where it's from. Yeah.
to see. Like, this is what we'll be eating.
Yeah, I feel
So,
really in touch with it.
very cool.